Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And tonight, we'll be joined by the man with his finger on the pulse of the NBA. No one better than Shams Charania. Shams, it is so great to have you. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Utah. Here in the early part of the season, they've acquired the third best record in the conference. And checking out San Antonio. Not really any threat right now as their record's showing a lot more losses. And checking out Utah's opening lineup. Clarkson is out there with Bryant. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Siakam in a power forward. And for the Spurs, up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. Fox is out there with Castle. And it's Bassey in at the 5. Now Fox. Vassell sends a screen for Fox. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Fox has got the first basket of the game for San Antonio. Here's Clarkson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, this is Clarkson's role. He looks to score in a multitude of ways.
And the rejection by Wembanyama. Barnes against Clarkson. No good on the triple. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Home court didn't seem to help any last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
And being slow on your rotations is a killer. There's not a team in the league that won't punish you for that.
Well, we can all agree nothing better than the atmosphere of an NBA game. So, Shams, I know it's hard to pick one, but is there a best crowd, a best atmosphere in the NBA that you've come across that you really appreciate?
The Warriors fans, I feel, even at their peak, they bring a different level of aura, of enthusiasm. Kevin, you've been to more arenas than I have in more celebrated times as well at different points. What's your favorite, what's your best NBA arena atmosphere?
When that New York crowd is popping, that arena is second to none, man. It is sizzling. Like you, I love knowledgeable fans, right? They know the calls, they know the officials, they know the strategies, they know what a player can and cannot do. That, to me, is the best part about going in some of these arenas and feeling that the players, have made it to a point where the fans know exactly what they can and cannot do. Knowledgeable fans.
I'll take your word for it, but that just means I have to get out to a Knicks game ASAP.
DeRozan passes to Wembanyama, and he makes that one. Hey, Shams, I know you cover the league like no one else, but I've seen your jump shot. You have a sweet J. You must have played organized ball, I'm assuming.
I played a little bit in high school, Kevin, but once I got cut in high school, that's when I knew my career path would have to trend into what I'm doing now, into writing and covering the NBA. But listen, I have a lot of confidence in my jump shot, watching the players like Steph Curry shoot the basketball. I'm not trying to give any comparisons, but I do love to shoot the ball. That is the one thing I know I can do decently on the floor.
I know. I love your answer.
Not much else, but I can shoot.
And the Spurs making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Outside for Wembanyama. Siakam outside. Clock at 6. Siakam sets a screen for Mitchell. Traps in the tray.
Reliable. That's Mitchell from 3.
Spurs trail by 8. Johnson outside. Back to Fox. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Mitchell passes to Wembanyama. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. As he pulls it in. Utah comes into this one after the win against Los Angeles.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
And you could sense the difference in energy. They were keyed up, jumping on mistakes. They just outworked them.
Wembanyama, a screen. Bryant. And the layup falls. Bryant's got 5 points so far.
Such body control from Bryant, able to take some hits there on the way up.
Pass to Castle. It's Vassell on the wing. Johnson outside. Oh, good with the triple. Jazz leading by 5. DeRozan passes to Wembanyama. Now here's Bryant. Here's Wembanyama. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Now, here's Fox. 17 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Vassell against DeRozan. They get it back. The kick out to Fox. The 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Jazz up 5. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And the guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
We'll see Barnes and Sohan playing forward. Keldon Johnson is out there with Chris Paul. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the 5 spot. So that's who San Antonio starts the second round. Hey, Shams, I know you're connected throughout the NBA into a lot of front offices, but have you ever thought about maybe shifting gears a little bit and working for a team?
There is always intrigue into something like that, Kevin, but I've seen how tough the environment can be, and honestly, it is really much more fun to be talking to you on this side of the media world and the media equation of the NBA. But listen, there's always intrigue with the front.
And a lot of opportunities. I know you're looked at, but thank you for your honesty in that one. Kessler finds Clarkson, launches it, drills it from outside. Clarkson's got 7 points.
Yeah, not the most accurate three-point shooter, but Clarkson makes enough to keep you honest.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And getting into the second part of November here, a quick glance at the power rankings. Let's see how everyone started out. Taking a look at Toronto. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
I think for Utah, they're just so locked in right now. It doesn't matter who they're playing. I know it's still early in the season, but they may turn out to be the team to beat.
And so Clarkson will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Collins, a screen on Paul. Clarkson dishes to Collins. Outside, Edwards. Collins, a screen on Johnson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Hey, Shams, no one is keyed on the league like you. Is there an under-the-radar trend that you're seeing around the NBA, or the next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
Talking to executives around the league, it's clear that length has been very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of the utmost importance right now. We saw what happened with the Celtics winning a championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players that are playing heavy minutes for you, that are doing everything out there on the floor, not just one particular move.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
And with that shot, the Jazz lead is cut down to 6 in the bucket from Paul.
Well, that's his bread and butter. Getting downhill, attacking. What a great mindset.
For 3, Mitchell. San Antonio with the rebound. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
And missed free throws are killers, especially when you consider how many they missed. Hopefully, they stay late to practice after that one.
Clarkson taking his time here. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Jordan Clarkson can be so rapid, able to navigate the foul and get his shot to go.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Utah.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
San Antonio making a switch here. Barnes is checked in.
Number 40, Harrison Barnes.
Pass to Bassie. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Bassie's got his second basket of the night.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And when you foul Bryant, you really got to foul him, or else he's going to make it an N1.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And just a top-notch free throw shooter this year, all the way up there at 88%. And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Spurs trail by 10. And timeout is called by Craig Popovich. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. The Jazz second.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
Here's Castle. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I love that basket from Castle. Heady play from the rookie.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Oh, wasn't that wonderful? Easy to see why Shams has so many sources around the game. He's so easy to talk to.
Yeah, it's all about relationships at the end of the day. When the conversations come easily, that suits his purpose as a reporter.
Shot by Collins, no good. Spurs trail by 6. It's Fox with the drive.
And one of the quickest players in basketball. Love watching Fox use that momentum to his advantage on the drive.
Outside, Kobe. Pass to Mitchell. Bryant has the open look. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Bryant's got 11.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And the Jazz with some changes. Siakam is checked in for Collins. And DeMar DeRozan subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. Jazz leading by 7. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
A high-level athlete with underrated burst. Siakam continues to impress with his ability to finish.
Outside, Fox. Buries it from three-point range. Fox has got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And so it's Utah, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Hey folks, we know you're anxious for the first half breakdown, but a surprise start to the show is only fitting with some early season power rankings.
You know, right now for Utah, they're the best team in the league, and they know it. When you're the biggest dog, throw that muscle around, keep the rest of the pack in line.
Listen, nobody should be surprised by how they're playing. This team is loaded.
And looking back on that first half, it certainly hasn't gone as planned for the Spurs.
You can see their offense flowing tonight, especially in transition. Maybe all those extra practice drills are paying off.
Their coaching staff has to be pleased with the pace. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Kobe Bryant in this game, I mean, he has been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And so in the game for the Jazz, Siakam is out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's DeRozan. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Kobe in at the 2. All right, Stan, let's put that coaching hat back on you. How in the world would you game plan for a player like Victor Wembanyama?
Well, that's a great question, Kevin, and there are no great answers because he's so good. I think when you're guarding him, you want to be as physical as you can and keep him as far away from the basket as possible to negate his length. Defensively, or when you're on offense, his defense, I think you want to use his instincts to block shots against him, take the ball at him, draw him, and get the ball to open people.
It sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, but if it were that good, it would work more often against the guy that good.
Johnson's checked in for the Spurs. Pass to Castle. Johnson dishes to Fox. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And Greg, you talk about toughness, a compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
That free throw, no good.
Well, look, Clarkson is a great guy to have in your lineup simply due to his versatility.
The all-time leader in NBA wins, of course, the great Spurs coach, Greg Popovich. So here is a guy who's a peer. What makes him so special, Stan?
Well, first of all, Greg Popovich is not a peer of mine, Kevin. I would never be that presumptuous. This guy is an absolute icon in the coaching world. I think from the outside, I think what makes him so special is he's never looked at himself that way. He's never rested on his laurels. He's a guy that's always evolving and trying to get better.
I love that assessment, but I do think you're his peer.
Not in any way.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
A moment here to check out some of the stats for Clarkson. First in scoring, and not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, Commissioner Silver has been direct. The NBA is hoping for more competitive All-Star games. Now, they've said as much before, but last year's high-scoring All-Star game did precede the league's not-so-subtle move to cut down on foul calls and allow for more defense overall. They are trying to get it right. Kevin?
And it couldn't be a great game without defense, so we like the direction. DA, thank you. On the wing, DeRozan. Wembanyama sets a screen for DeRozan. Massey pulls it in. Massey's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Fox, and he gets it to go. Fox has got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, when Fox gets into a rhythm, he is tough, having himself a night.
Clarkson kicks to Siakam. To the inside, DeRozan. Shot clock at 6. Clarkson up top. He's guarded by Johnson. Siakam's shot is off. Spurs trail by 12. Let's get an update on Barnes. What's the status, David?
Well, guys, I was able to catch up with the Spurs head athletic trainer, and unfortunately, it sounds pretty serious. And this is a huge blow. This wasn't the best roster in the NBA coming into the season. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
And not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
That's just awful news. You really feel for the guy, and you know everyone in the NBA family is wishing him a speedy recovery.
The offensive rebound. In transition, here come the Spurs. And the basket by Vassell. Vassell's got his second basket.
Using that speed, Vassell on the run.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And the Spurs with some changes. Amu Kelishvili is checked in, and Jeremy Sohan subbed in for Castle. Utah also making some changes. John Collins, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Edwards comes in for Pascal Siakam. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. Edwards with the powerful flush.
Yeah, I really like when Edwards shows this kind of patience, allowing the play to develop over time.
13 feet away. Collins grabs the miss.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they wanted taken.
Collins a screen on Vassell. And it's Mitchell missing. And so it's Paul bringing it up for San Antonio. Down by 12. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand.
Yeah, and that mid-range shot is really Vassell's primary weapon.
And that one's good, Mitchell. Mitchell's got 5 now.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Johnson, the pass to Paul. Back to Johnson. Now, here's Vassell. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Vassell's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Spurs. Collins, that's a 2-pointer. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one.
Will have 2 minutes to review the play.
Going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Now they're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, and looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Jazz lead by 11. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the 4th quarter. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The forwards for him, Johnson and Sohan. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Champagny in at the 2-guard spot. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs.
And it's a great finish! Oh my. Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Spurs trail by 13. Paul passes to Mamu Kalishvili. Johnson with it. Edwards defending. Back to Johnson. There's the triple. Sinks the triple.
That's a nice bit of space. And Johnson was locked and loaded for that catch-and-shoot jumper.
To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. San Antonio with the rebound. Here's Sohan. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Johnson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Edwards, no good. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter start.
Well, the intelligence of Sohan is visible in his passing. He makes quality decisions with the ball.
To the right side. Wembanyama sets a screen for Collins. Out to Edwards. There's the 3. And it's Mamu Kalishvili with the rebound. Spurs trail by 6. Inside. Knocked away. Here's Sohan. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Sohan's got 4 points this quarter.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy, but a rally like this is how you do it.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He knows every possession is critical now. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Then for the Jazz, Siakam is checked in for Collins. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Edwards. And Bryant subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Able to listen in on Will Hardy's huddle with his team. Now, he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the 3 is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking it. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And now David Aldridge has an update for us on Jordan Clarkson. What's the news there, Dave?
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from the Jazz's head athletic trainer. And this is an unfortunate injury and potentially devastating for them. Now, it's an unfortunate blow to them so early on in the season. See how this team responds moving ahead. Kevin, back to you.
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it as always.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
And accepting his role as a leader. Fox wants to come through for his guys in the big moments.
Kobe attacking, and the dunk by Bryant.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Ryan against Fox. 2 points. That one goes. Fox has got 10 points here in the second half.
And that's where De'Aaron Fox thrives. He wants to get inside and finish at the rim.
Off the bounce.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
He is a flirt. I mean, Fox obviously skilled at breaking down the defense, coupled with his athleticism and size. Boy, He is a terror.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Clarkson, he's checked in for Utah. Lets it go from deep. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. And the Jazz lead by 7.
Clarkson playing the percentages in that short corner.
It's Fox with the drive. And it's Fox with the jam.
And that's Fox saying, I'm the top dog here. You need a big basket, you come to me.
Pass to Wembanyama. 1:02 left in the game. Drills the three-pointer.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And for a player of his size, Fox not afraid to take some contact to get to the line. He'll do it every chance he gets.
Shooting 2.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. First team foul.
44 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Wembanyama. Right side, Kobe. There's the steal.
Well, that's just great awareness. He was ready and took advantage.
Kept alive. Here's Castle. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Here's DeRozan. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
Well, DeMar DeRozan's always had that vertical. If he can finish at the rim, he will.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. 19 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
Barnes passes to Bassie. Here's Castle. No good on the three. Here's Wembanyama. Basket counts. And now a 10-point Utah lead. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.
My crew is dead.